What is good, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to talk about some plays to be watching for in the markets, what's going on with Tesla stock, what you should be watching for as time progresses. Let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below in the description. Anyways, now let's talk about Tesla in the market. I just want to mention that right now, Tesla did almost exactly what we predicted. I told you when we opened, watch Tesla try to drop towards this 186 level. We could even drop a little lower. We ended up not coming all the way down to 184, but we bounced off the 185s. Then we came right back up, and we're still range bound, which is almost exactly what we predicted. So far, Tesla's holding up nicely. The question is, what's going on with the markets? Let me just talk about a couple of things real quick before I break down the charts. We have the 4-week and 8-week bill auctions coming out at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so watch for some volatility at this time. And besides that, we have Barkin from the Fed giving a speech, who tends to have a very, very neutral tone. They tend to not be too hawkish, not too dovish, so it shouldn't really cost too much. The news is saying Tesla sold one car in Korea last month. Well, it is what it is, guys. Let that be what people are talking about. South Korea is not one of the biggest markets for Teslas as of right now, but that does not mean that we should just solely criticize Tesla for that, because first off, Tesla could grow as time goes on, and Tesla still gets plenty of other sales. So I still think Teslas are great cars. The media loves to just use whatever it can against Tesla. So it is what it is. Tesla's not going to be the number one car sold in every country around the world. It takes time for transitions to happen. And also, don't forget that this is just a new market. So it's not the end of the world. Don't worry too much about this. The news likes to affect Tesla. And then Tesla also had about $78 billion in revenue in total. We actually have a really nice chart here. If you guys wanted to screenshot this, you could. It just shows Tesla's total revenue, how much comes from automotive revenue, also these other streams of revenue from services and energy generation and storage. And then what happens with these expenditures right over here, you can see what the profits are looking like from automotive profits and other things like that. So this is a nice chart. I just wanted to show you guys this pretty cool stuff right here for 2023. This is for the calendar year of 2023, so kind of cool. Besides that, now let's just talk about Tesla. So Tesla is showing some strength. You guys can see we're forming these wicks. Nice wick here, 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 and here. And we're continuing to try to push up. We're still in this range technically. So we're shuffling in the 189s. Watch resistance at 190.5. If we break this, look for a bigger move for Tesla to start pushing up higher towards 191 and then 192.5. Watch support at 189, which is very minor. Then we have 188, 186.5. If we lose that, we could get closer to the 184s, followed by 182.5. Right now, Tesla's shuffling. It's in this range right here between 188 and 190. We're on the upper end of it, so we're trying to hit that 190. We'll see if we could break towards that. SPY is kind of boring. This thing has just been shuffling throughout the day, not really doing a whole lot. Watch this 498 resistance. If we try to hold above this for an extended period of time and break 498.5, a bigger move to the upside is coming. Otherwise, this thing is just shuffling. It's just been stuck. When we break down, watch critical support in the very lower 497s. That's very close to where our 5 minutes 200 EMA happens to be. You guys can see it's just very, very choppy, not really doing as much, not as fun to trade. So you can see this price action here. We have support at 497.8, the 50 EMA, and also at the 200 EMA. Not really doing a whole lot. The QQQ is looking stronger. This thing's trying to break out. You guys can see it managed to get above 432, and now we're breaking out. We hit resistance at 433.4. We couldn't even hit 434 if we keep breaking out. Watch support at this yellow trend line at 432. We have quite a bit of a way from there, but we're holding up very nicely. And this is in part thanks to Nvda. So watch 432 and 430 below that as supports. Watch resistance 433.5 to 434 above that. Overall, it's still looking bullish, holding up very nicely. That's one play if you're interested. For Nvidia, we have a potential cup and handle like structure, but we have to see if Nvidia could break above the 709 area. If we break this, we're going to be looking for a big push to the upside to new all-time highs in the mid 710s. If we fail to do so, watch support, critical support basically around 700. If we lose that, we're going to be coming back down to these lows over here around 7, not 7, but 694. Overall, we have a cup and handle like structure, but we need to see this thing push up higher for confirmation of the breakout. Haven't gotten that yet, but Nvidia is showing some strength. So we'll see if Nvidia could try to break. This is a possible play you could be looking at if you are interested. And finally, we have Aapl. I'm going to talk about Aapl in just a couple more plays. Aapl looking a little bit weak, shuffling around 188. If we lose this, it did actually try to hold 187.4. If we lose that, there's 186.5 coming. For resistance, watch 189, then 190. Overall, we're holding the 188 area, so watch and see how we shuffle. We could continue to shuffle, but we'll see if Apple ends up losing this. So we have like a head and shoulders like structure. So this could be a change in market structure. We did technically make this high here a lower high, so we might see a little rebound and like a drop. If we lose 188 or close below that, it's going to turn more bearish, so just be careful. Anyways, what are some more plays? Let me just go over a couple of them. Rivian is showing some strength. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, we're fighting the 50 EMA. If we break this, it's going to push higher. If we fail, we're just going to shuffle around here. So there's some potential in that. The Russell 2000 is shuffling around the 195s. We have to try to hold above the 50 EMA. If we break above this and we keep pushing and we break 195.5, 196 is our next target. We could break out. We have a nice inverse and shoulder structure. This is favoring the bulls more on the IWM. So if you want to play that and you're interested, you could. Carvana showing some life. We're going to be watching 51.5. If we break that, 52 is going to be our next target. The reason I called that out is because of historical data and also this historical level right over here. If we keep breaking out, we have a nice structure, a nice accumulation structure as well. So it has potential, but it is a little bit, it already pumped so much. So it might not pump all the way up to like 56 in one day. So it still has potential to pump, but just watch that carefully. And then just a couple more. I mean, AMD is testing 171. I want to see this thing break 172. If we break that, 175 is coming. It looks bullish. It looks like it wants to, but we have to get above 172. Very tough resistance, but it has some bullish potential. Then there's Coinbase. I mentioned yesterday that this thing has the potential to hit 130. We're testing the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Watch that as key resistance. It's currently at 132.37. If we break that, we could push higher. If we fail to do so, we're just going to shuffle around to maybe reject. So Coinbase, it could start to cool off if we fail to break this. Watch this resistance. It did push as we predicted yesterday. So far, so good. All right, that's it for this one. There's not really much else that I'm going to go over. I typically just go over the same ones. I don't want to call out different plays every single day. For me, that's just going to become too overwhelming. So I'm just going to keep it from here. These are just a couple of plays. If you're interested, I went over the directions. And with that being said, thank you all so much for listening. I do want to mention one more thing about Tesla before I end the video. For Tesla, okay, Tesla is still showing strength. One last thing, we have this uptrend that could be forming another wedge. So this could become really bullish for Tesla. I forgot to mention this. Forming this wedge like this, you could even adjust this a little bit, but it doesn't matter depending on your time frame and such. So we need to see a breakout of basically 190.5. If we do so, a big move to the upside is coming for Tesla, but we have to break that resistance. We haven't done so yet. I think right now it's going to shuffle for quite some time. It might shuffle in this range right here between this 187.5 and 190 area. But in the future, if we continue to get tighter and we start to break this resistance, we're going to be looking for a bigger move to the upside. Just wanted to call that out. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hopefully these plays were helpful, guys. I went over just a couple more than usual. Have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you guys very, very soon on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.